I am ThatPaulGuy, and it's Thursday. So today, July 4th, 2019, Independence Day. Not to be confused with the way we celebrate, say, Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Memorial Day and Veterans Day are days that we are meant to honor the people that have fought and died for our country. Independence Day today, July 4th, is the day that we actually, we got together, a group of gentlemen got together and signed their name on a piece of paper and sent it to King George that said, you know what, we can do this better. And that happened 243 years ago today. Happy birthday, America. You've never looked better. I'm very happy to be able to do this on Independence Day. I just want to wish everybody a very safe holiday. It is a 4-day weekend, so please be careful out there because you do want to make it July 5th, 6th, and 7th, and so on. Okay, so in tech news, NVIDIA made their super announcement. Actually, it wasn't really an announcement at all. What they did is they sent their product out to reviewers. They told their reviewers that they weren't allowed to talk about it until July 2nd, which is normal. It's a non-disclosure agreement that says the embargo will lift on July 2nd. And after that, you can talk about the product and when it's coming out and what it does. So the RTX 2060 Super and the RTX 2070 Super are your two products that will be coming out July 9th. You will have a 2080 Super that will be coming out later this month. The 2060 Super will fit right above the RTX 2060 in their lineup. The RTX 2070 Super will actually take the place of the 2070 and be the same price. Now what the 2070 did is they had benchmarks that were close to the RTX 2080 and similar to the Radeon 7. So those two were priced $200 higher. So it just knocks both of those out at the same time and makes them obsolete. Where AMD comes in, I don't know. They have products that will be releasing on the 7th, so we'll have to see how they fit in and how good those products are before we kind of make an idea or figure out if we want to, when do we want to go out and buy. But NVIDIA looks like they did a solid here. Now, is this due to pressure for AMD, or is this due to wanting to provide us a better product, or is this just due to quality control and binning? Binning is where you go through and you find out what the best chips are and you release those and quality assurance. You have to make sure things pass a QA test. Well, the things that don't quite pass the QA test that aren't good enough to be, say, your 2080, might be good enough to be an upgraded 2070. So that becomes your 2070 Super. And you can sell that at a little bit cheaper price and you still be able to make some money and still be able to recoup some of that. And if everybody wins. So it's very responsible, but do we know if that's the reason why NVIDIA, excuse me, do we know if that's the reason why NVIDIA did it? It's probably a combination of all three of them. So it is what it is. Looking forward to it. Also looking forward to seeing what AMD is going to come out with next week. And space news, NASA has two things happening. The Dragonfly Titan mission. The Dragonfly is going to be a flying drone that's about the size of one of the rovers that you currently see on Mars. Well, you don't see on Mars, but that are currently on Mars. It will be about that size. It's going to fly through Titan's atmosphere. Titan is a moon of Saturn. Saturn, gas giant. Titan is its largest moon. So you'll be able to, at 2026, we'll be able to start looking for life, if it ever existed or still does exist, on Titan, and we'll be able to see from there. Don't know if what kind of atmosphere Titan has, but NASA seems to have this under control and feel pretty confident about it. So we'll wait to see what happens there. I'm going to go ahead and post a link for the announcement down below, and so you guys can watch that announcement yourself from NASA. NASA also had a successful test of the Orion crew capsule made by Boeing. This is an emergency abort, so that if something happens during launch, they can abort and the capsule will be thrown safely, a safe distance away so that the astronauts will be safe and be away from any kind of catastrophe that might happen with the rocket itself. That's a successful test, so all we can figure is that now they're going to move on to other tests, and we'll probably be having crewed capsules, or crewed test very, very soon. SpaceX, you might remember, or might have heard, or might not have heard, they lost their crewed capsule in an engine test. It's an unrelated test from what Orion went through the other day, but SpaceX is still looking for answers and still doing their investigation. The Dragon capsule can be converted from crew to cargo and back and forth, but you don't want to convert your cargo capsules into a crew capsule without finding out what happened first, because then you're taking away money from what you already have successfully going on in your cargo business. So SpaceX is doing the right thing. They're going through and trying to find the answers and figure out what's going on before they launch something else. So, gaming, early benchmarks. You got some leaks for the PS5. It's a little bit strange because, well, not the benchmarks themselves. The benchmarks look very, very promising. And they are supposed to be everything we were promised, and we'll see how that goes. But they're saying that they even beat Project Scorpio by Microsoft, which is built with the same hardware on the same platform. So I'm a little confused. If you've got something, if you have two things that are built out of the same product, how do you have one that's so much better than the other one? So a little bit confused, but like I said last week and the week before, I'll watch, I'll wait. We'll see what happens. So Sprint and T-Mobile look like they are going to go ahead and get the go-ahead for their merger. They have been trying now since, I believe, August of last year. April 28th, I believe it was, of last year, to try to get this together. It finally looks like it's in the finishing stages. One of the biggest holdups is that several people are opposed to it, including Dish Network. I mentioned that last week. The Dish Network is also one of those people very much interested in buying Boost Mobile when Sprint has to sell off that part of the business to comply with agreements for this merger. Now, Dish already has some spectrum that they bought at auction, I believe last year or the year before, so they're going to combine that with whatever Sprint, the new T-Mobile, lets up, and they will become your fourth mobility carrier. So you'll have four mobile carriers, once again, wireless companies. They are going to become your fourth one. Do not know what they're going to be called yet. We do know that Sprint and T-Mobile will be the new T-Mobile, even though I believe it's owned 52% by Sprint. I don't make it up. I just go with it. So that should happen. We were supposed to get announcements for that like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever. We'll see, but it looks like it might come down sometime this week. And finally, a little bit of housekeeping here. This channel is now a year old. Actually, it's about 54 weeks old. I have, ironically enough, I have 54 subscribers and almost 4,300 views. And it would not be possible without people like you that watch my videos and subscribe and let me know what kind of content and give me feedback and stuff like that. So I really, really want to voice my appreciation, and I am very, very humbled, and I dearly, dearly appreciate all the feedback and all the people watching and all that stuff and all the ideas and everything that everybody's given me and provided. It's meant a lot, and this kind of started out as a little bit of a hobby, see where we'll go. I think that it is something that I really truly do enjoy, and I'm looking to put more effort, more resources into it, to really, really bringing everybody a quality type product and something that everybody can be proud of. And so I just wanted to say thank you. Having said that, you're always welcome to subscribe if you're not already. Thumbs up, thumbs down, leave me any kind of comments you want. That little bell icon will tell you when there's more of these videos coming out. You're always welcome to share. Leave me any kind of comment, questions, or anything like that. I just wanted to say thank you very, very much, and that's all I got for right now. So until a little bit later this week, I'll see you later.